Food episode 9. And in our midst, we are privileged again to have
Mr. Davis, ICR from the Faculty of Agriculture, University of Port Harcourt.
And today we will not be speaking on honey, but rather we'll be speaking on
slow food.
Slow food. I think it has lots more attached to that slow food. So sir, please, I don't understand what it means slow food. Explain.
Okay. Because I'm from the Faculty of Agriculture and I belong to the school of thought that preach to people to come back to our normal diet. Before now, people eat slow. We eat our normal traditional kind of food. But in recent time, there's this blow up of people taking faster foods because maybe it's possible some persons do not have time, or because it's cheaper, like they see it, but nobody considers the health impact of fast food. The school of thought I belong to believes that if you take more of fast food, you die fast. But if you take more of slow food, you die slow. And so we're here to encourage people to go back to our alma mater when it comes to food, where we go back to our local content, the kind of foods that we have, and we eat them because they are more healthier and will keep you longer.
Wow. For sure, I tell you, I don't want to die fast too. So I think maybe I'll be shifting. Yes, I can accept it lack of time. Okay, now I go through the process of timing, like time range. For example, I'm Miss A and I don't have time to dwell on slow food, and I go for fast food because of my job or because of my children. How can I situate slow food instead of fast food to this?
Okay, just like every other person that plans his time according to his schedule for the day. If you're a busy kind of person, a very busy person, you can still put it in between. For instance, we know we go to church on Sundays. You could just plan it early morning or in the night. You could pre-boil your food. If, for instance, you're cooking beans, you could just cook it, pre-boil it. Then the next morning you complete it. Or if it's rice, you do likewise. Or maybe you could just wake up very early and cook it. It is still more healthier to cook. Take your time, cook, because you're health conscious now. But if you say because you don't have time and you eat more of the fast, most of the fast foods we eat are products from flour. And there's this from the school of thought I belong to, we believe that we have these 3 toxins that are common that people don't know. They are called the sugar, the flour, and the raw salt.
Sugar.
They are called white toxins.
Wow.
Flour, sugar, and salt. And these 3 things are the ingredients most times they put together in different ratio to form the fast food we eat.
Wow. Can you give one example of fast food and one example of slow food?
Meat pie.
Wow, meat pie. I love meat pie. Genesis meat pie.
Yes, but most times, not really Genesis, but most times they call it meat pie, but when you open it, you don't see a meat inside. The meat is supposed to be the protein content to even enrich it, but most times when you open, you see either potato pie or a flour pie or something garnished inside, but it doesn't really tell that it's healthy. But because most of it is the bulk of it is flour. It's not it's carbohydrate, but then it's not proteinous. We encourage you to eat slow food, like foods you cook, like you cook your beans, you eat it, you cook your rice, you cook your soup, local soup, your different kind of soup, you make it. Those foods will sustain your health more than fast food.
Wow. So going on, how can with a person, because some persons their finances is very low and they go for what they can get easily, how can they go on with this slow food instead of fast food when they have?
Now unfortunately the fast foods are even more expensive compared to the slow food, and so we don't have any reason to say because it is expensive. If we want to look at it, let's check it. If you go to fast food restaurants where they say most of what they sell are very expensive, the amount you take to purchase let's say a burger, you could use that to eat a good food in maybe a cafeteria and be satisfied. Why that of the fast food will be more expensive? So even if you're not a large scale earner, you can still afford the slower food compared to that of the faster food.
Wow, slower food. Then this question I want to ask Afsha. It's towards those that are married and they have to go on with their jobs and they have a lot of children. How can they do this with slow food when sometimes their children's lunch food is biscuit instead of slow food? How can you correct that?
Okay, because I'm from the Faculty of Agriculture, I can tell that we have processed foods nowadays where because of time, most persons wouldn't have all the time to start cooking, to buy onions, to slice it, to buy this, to cook it, to do this, to do that. If you go to the market, if you go to most of these big shop, right, you see they have processed foods already. Like for instance, seafoods, they've already packaged them, they've smoked, dried them. Everything is just ready. It's called ready to cook. You just get them and keep, so that you don't say because you don't have time, that's why you could not get those stuffs to do this for your children. If you go to the market, you have ready-made foods. Like, yes, they are ready-made. They are ready products from the farm. They've already processed them, they've packaged them, and they are selling them. So all you need to is just buy these things the way they are and just put them together in your own proportion in your pot and cook. It makes things faster. Other than buying biscuits and meat pies and all those junks. And when the children grow up with that sense instilled in them, they would want to prefer the junk. Yes,
being controversy on their health.
Exactly.
Well, we have all seen that in one way or the other we need to. Are you trying to say that we should take away fast food entirely, or we should shorten the ratio of fast food in our system?
Well, I will advise, if it is possible, to go back to our background, to go back to the genesis. Yes, where we cook our foods, because it is even healthier when you cook your food, because it reduces you reduce the quantity of harmful bacteria in your food, because the fast food most times are presented to you cold, and we have a level of bacteria that will be in your substance that will become toxic to your health. So if you go for slow food, you cook your food, you warm them, you know the source of your food. While most times the fast foods we get out there, we don't even know the source.
Just consume it.
We just see it because we're hungry, we just consume it, and after a long while we start complaining, health here, health there, like that.
Giving doctors money.
Yes.
Well, we have all seen slow food is the best. Slow food will always be the best. Slow food. No wonder those that lived before us, they lived longer than us now. But that does not mean you die so now. Remember, if you eat slow, complete it. Okay,
if you eat slow, you die slow.
Die slow.
And when you eat fast, you die faster.
That's a good one. Thank you very much, Mr. Davis, for this. At least now, as students, we need to readjust. Plan your timetable. Learn how to manage your time very well. It's very essential. And any food you're eating must be balanced. Balanced diet is essential. Thank you very much. And the weather is hot. Try drinking water, sir. Thanks very much.
Alright, you're welcome.
Foodful loves it very, very well. Thank you for having me. Thank you for accepting our request. God bless you.
Thank you for the time.
This is Foodful episode 9. If you have any questions concerning today's topic, slow food, you can contact me on WhatsApp 081-664-37918 and on Facebook, Queen Esther Michael Hogan. Thank you very much. Food is good. Eat well and stay healthy.